Well, hello,
Hey.
everyone. It is day 3 of 9 days. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope let me see. Is anyone joining us yet? Oh, we do. We have some joining us. So welcome or welcome back. This is day 3 of 9 days, 9 lives, 9 guests, 9 years, 19 minutes. So yeah, celebrate. So Athena's the party animal here, as you can tell. But we're so glad you're here with us. We love seeing the familiar faces and some new faces too. So drop a hello and celebration symbol or something in the comments. Let us know that you're here. And if you haven't yet, in the comments right above, there's a what do they click on, Carol?
There's a link right above this video that takes you to StreamYard, and you can register so that your name will be seen, just like our friend Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
Yes. Hey, Cheryl.
And to
Yeah.
register, all you do is click. You don't have to give your firstborn.
Social security number, nothing.
Right.
Yeah. But that way we can see your name, like we just saw Cheryl's name. So we're going to have some giveaways at the end. And we want to be able to see your name and see who, is winning and who to give the book to. So go ahead and click on that if you haven't yet. All right. So we hope you can stay for the full 19 minutes because, like I said, we're going to be giving away 3 more books. But to win, you're going to have to be, what did she say?
Cheryl had to give a blood sample.
Cheryl, I love you. You are so funny.
Oh, me too.
You're going to have to pay really close attention, okay, if you want to win a book, because Carol comes up with these questions and they're kind of hard. They're stumpers if you're not paying real close attention. So pay attention because she's going to ask the questions and the first one to answer wins the book, okay? All right. So, Carol, why don't you go ahead and kick us off tonight?
All right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about the Redemption Press bookstore. And the bookstore is located in this beautiful building now, but it wasn't always there. So, Athena, give us a little clue as to what the first Redemption Press bookstore looked like.
Well, in December 2019, we had the opportunity to move from where we'd been since 2014. And we found this old beauty salon that had this beautiful front area that we were able to turn into this lovely, warm, cozy, inviting bookstore. And that was December 2019. And you all know what happened in March of 2020. So it made it really hard to do all the things we wanted to do with the bookstore because there were lockdowns and restrictions and not very many people actually walking by. It wasn't on a real busy downtown street. So that was, we were there 2 years and it wasn't great timing.
It wasn't. What year was that again?
December 2019.
All right. So,
have you guessed why she asked a second time?
All right. So, how have you seen that grow into what the Romans 8:28 bookstore is today?
Well, I would have to say that I really kind of lost my excitement over the bookstore with that 2 years and thought, okay, God, if you want me to just move back and just move to a different building and just do an office, I'm okay with that. And I just said, okay, Lord, it's up to you. And out of nowhere, the most prestigious place on the busiest corner in all of our downtown, the landlord I worked with in the past, and she reached out to me and said, the people who wanted it didn't want it. Do you? I'm like, woo, yes. So we are in a 100-year-old bank building on the busiest corner in downtown Enumclaw, which kind of hit the map during the pandemic when our city council did some very creative things to help our businesses keep going, especially our restaurants. So it's a super fun place to be, lots of traffic.
All right. What was the building again?
It was a 100-year-old bank building when they first opened it. many, many, many moons ago.
It is. It has the most beautiful tile when you walk in. It reminds you of a bank building when you see that little tiny tile. All right. So, what are the benefits of any of our authors to have their publisher have a bookstore?
Well, we have people that come in looking for Bibles or looking for gifts, because we've got a great array of journals and gifts and all sorts of very creative gift ideas here right on site. And so they come in for that, and then they browse and see what else we have. And they see Dinah's book, or they see Carol's book, or they see my book, or they see many of our other authors. And, you know, if they're looking for something that's going to meet a need, they buy it. And so it's just super fun to see that happen all the time. And then also we're able to have great events and book signings and author events. And so it's just a great opportunity to really get in front of people you wouldn't normally get in front of.
Wow. It is. It's a beautiful location and a great place to hang out. So if you're ever in Enumclaw, go ahead and stop on by. We have with us today a special guest, Dinah Hodgsons, and we have gotten to become close friends with her and watch her with her book. So Athena is going to talk a little bit about her book and let her have some time to share about her experience at Redemption Press.
Yes. So, Up from the Ashes, Reclaiming God's Original Design and Purpose for Your Life by Dinah Hodgson. Underneath her facade of happiness, Dinah struggled emotionally. And when her unhappiness became too much to bear, she cries out to God. And I love it when, you know, God loves to answer those kind of prayers. His response, though, was not what she expected. He leads her to re-examine her abusive childhood. And, you know, most of us would just like to forget about that. And but that was not his plan. So even though obedience was painful, Dinah accepted that as the only way out of that dark place she found herself in. So what follows is a journey of reclaiming her destiny as God brings her up from the ashes and into abundant life. And I just have to tell you, this is one of my favorite readings that we have in the bookstore. I want you to know that, my friend. But you and your Dr. Hubby wrote books this year. Each of you had books come out, well, 2022. And we were just so excited to have you at the Christian Product Expo. So tell us something about your experience at Redemption Press, something you're thankful for during your journey, whatever.
You know, Athena, from start to finish, I am thankful. From the very get-go at Blue Ridge Conference, meeting Carol, who we had no idea worked for a publishing agency. And so we, through that, getting connected with you all. And then, you know, I just love how God works the details. I was supposed to be writing for about 20 years and just did not know how to do it. And I finally stopped working, went back to school, had to write a thesis, and through God, just this became my thesis. And I'm telling you, the coach that you set me up with, Debbie, was amazing. She held my hand throughout the whole thing because even though my husband said, you're a good writer, I don't know. I had an English disability. I'm not a good writer. So, you know, you don't always believe your husband. So Debbie, you know, was just hand-holding the whole time. And then Jennifer just organizing the whole thing, keeping me on track, and all of you, Athena, you as well, helping us through the process, understanding what it meant, because this is a whole new world for us. So it just meant the world to be able to do that. And I know, you know, I watched my sister publish herself. And the difference was enormous. And just the support and the helping me know what to do, when to do it, the people I've met. You know, I remember sitting in the Proclaim conference and going, oh my gosh, I think I've met people. And so it's just been an amazing time for me. And just to go, oh, and then the feedback from Dory and from you, Athena, and that this was a really good book. And surprise, surprise to me. So I was just, it was amazing and something that I would have never written the book, I don't think, without you.
That is so encouraging to hear, because, you know, I always think people that have such great ideas and write well, that they're confident, and I forget that's not always the case. And we really need to hear encouragement that will help us get over the fears that we have. Wow. So, Dinah, tell us how God has used the message of your book, or perhaps your dream, for what God's going to do with it. Just fill us in on that, so we can kind of get from your perspective.
For me, it was really an act of obedience. So it was not about selling 1 million books. I knew I was probably not going to be a bestseller, but it was about obedience to the message and bringing freedom to others, because my pastor's heart, I've seen a lot. And so, you know, I've had such good feedback from it. I've heard people that, even men who I didn't expect, sure, it's applicable to men, but it's really designed more for women. I am a woman. And I had somebody call me from my church who had bought it. The husband called me and just started sharing all God had showed him because of my book. And then just in the last month, a young woman I've known a long time, who we've lost contact, called and just said, I really want to share with you what your book has done and what God has done through your book. So we're now talking, and, you know, she is going through a big struggle, but I'm able, through the book and now through just reconnecting, help her with those issues. So it's been amazing just to see the response that I've had from it.
Well, and the thing about it is, I mean, you have come from you're saying, hey, I'm not pointing fingers, you all need to get your healing. I'm saying, waited a long time before I got and really went back and looked at those things. And there's so much of that. This just opens so many doors for you to speak life.
Yes.
So it's exciting to see that. And I'm excited to see all the doors that end up opening, even beyond people that maybe you know or are associated with you in some way, when it starts to ripple out to people that, you know, only God could connect, you know.
Right. Yes. So amazing.
Yes. Well, we are just so thrilled to have both you and John as Redemption Press authors, and it's just been delightful to spend time with you. So
thank you.
We're going to give away your book a little bit later, closer to the 19-minute mark. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you
today.
so much.
That's awesome.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Well, before we go to the giveaways, we want to share real quickly, just 3 offers. And we're going to share more detail about all of these offers over the next days for our authors and for soon to be authors, hopefully, of Redemption Press. But let's see here. Let me go to my notes here. So publishing, we are giving between 9% to 19% off a publishing package with either of our 2 imprints. So that's Redemption Press or our newest imprint of Cole Street Press. All right. And we're going to give you more details about that, but just file that away, or you can reach out to Micah at Redemption Press, and she can give you details like right away about that. And the other one that I'm going to share, and then I'm going to hand it off to Athena to give more details about our 3rd offer. We have our spring virtual event that's happening. It's our Greater Things online virtual event for writers and speakers, and it's happening April 13th, the night of April 13th through the 15th. And here's our special. So you purchase the premier, the highest level ticket to Greater Things, and you will get a pass for the basic entry registration for a friend or a family member to attend for free. All right. And we will give more details about that. All right.
And our third offer for our authors, that's a tongue twister. What was I thinking? But this is actually for Redemption Press authors or authors that have published with a traditional publisher, with another publisher, done their own self-publishing, whatever you've done. If you are an author, this is an amazing marketing strategy that we are offering a special on, and it revolves around a companion product. So very quickly, before I give you some information on how you're going to find out more about that, I'll give you an idea of what that might look like. One of our authors, Michelle Bankston, is with Revell. She has a number of books with Revell, and her Hope Prevails book, dealing with depression, was published and did well with Revell, but Revell was not interested in a Bible study to go with it. So we helped her do the Hope Prevails Bible study. So a Bible study can be something that, as a companion product, drives people to the book because they have to read sections of the book in order to do the Bible study. So this is a marketing concept that helps you drive traffic to your already published book. Then many of you know that we were the publisher for the companion devotional journal that went with the Unplanned movie. So that was something that it was a companion product to a movie. So there's lots of different ways to do companion products. So that is another one. Then we have one that's in process right now. Charlene Quint wrote Overcoming the Narcissist, Sociopath, Psychopath, and Other Domestic Abusers. Heavy duty, so important, but it needed a workbook because this is it is the resource of all resources, but a workbook to help take the concepts and really work through them. So that is in process right now, and we are super excited about that. And then the last one I want to share, we have lots of other ones and we're going to share them along the way, but here's another example. We work with a ministry called First Stones Ministries, and they help people come out of a homosexual lifestyle and have victory. And so they have a book that talks about just many different stories of people involved in the ministry who have had unbelievable encounters with Jesus and had freedom and really come out of that bondage. And so their companion product is a effectiveness survey, which shows statistically what happens with the people that go through their program, how many succeed, how many, because a lot of people out there would want people to think you can't change and that God isn't going to bless that. And so their companion product is the effectiveness survey that gives all the stats, all the data, all the details, everything behind everything they do as ministry. So that's another example of a great companion product, but it could be a journal, it could be a devotional journal, it could be a Bible study, it could be a workbook, lots of different options to consider. So we want you, if you want to find out more about that, to come to a workshop that we're going to do next Thursday at noon Pacific, or next Saturday, so a week from tomorrow, at 9 a.m. Pacific. So we've got two different options for you to come and find out more about that. And there's going to be a link in the
yes, in the chat.
That is the chat. Thank you. And our goal is to help you figure out what content from your published book can be used to create a companion product and the first step to help you create it. So we are super, super, super excited about that offer for authors.
Yes, we are. All right. So we're beyond our 19 minutes. So we have to do this next part really
Wouldn't
fast.
you know?
We're going to go, we talked about extending to 29 minutes because we weren't sure, but we're going to try and just do it in a couple minutes. So we do have some giveaways tonight. And the first one is Dinah's book. Oh, first one is Together for a Purpose.
Nope. We'll
Dinah's
get
book. I don't even know. And so, and by the way, Dinah, you said that your book would never hit #1 status. Remember when we did the Amazon book launch? You actually did hit #1 bestseller, new release in several categories, not just
Yes, I did.
stayed there extensively. So, so don't underestimate yourself. All right, here is the question. And the question is, what is the occupation of Dinah's husband? When Athena introduced her, she told you what his occupation was. And so I'm going to try and get that written down. I'm going to give you a little hint just in case. You have to think, but it's a person who typically works. Oh, we got it. Anne got it. And you're going to have a library after this. So you're going to get Dinah's book. And Anne is actually going to CPE in a couple weeks. So
nice.
All right. The next one is, what are we giving away? Together for a Purpose, Athena and Ross's new book. And so here is the question. When did Redemption Press open their first brick and mortar store? What year was it when they opened the first store in a beauty salon? I had no idea that it was a beauty salon. Did not know that.
Yep.
So if you could put that year in the chat, and go ahead, feel free if you can remember, and we'll just make a box.
Maybe say it twice.
And the book's all you.
There we go. But we need.
You don't know who are you? That
Okay. So you need to write your name. Just type your name in the chat and put that up so we know who you are. That'd be great. And we're also going into several different places, so it'd be really hard to find it. So just put your name in the chat. You are the winner. Yay, Facebook user. All right. The next one is Full Circle. And this is going to be.
And this is will be an antique copy, collector's edition of the first print run, which is going to go away soon. So
there you go. So the question is.
Good. It was Liz Holtzman.
Liz
Holtzman.
Yay, Liz. Yay. All right. What type of business was located in the building where the new bookstore is now when it was built 100 years ago? So what was the business that was there? My husband just yelled from the other room, I know, and he wasn't even here for the live. So
Eleanor.
you cannot win.
Right. She got it.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Eleanor Young. Yay. And Eleanor Young was at CPE with her book.
Yay.
She wasn't there, but her book was there. So congratulations, Eleanor.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Well done.
great job.
All right.
Great.
Well, do we have any other announcements before we actually don't make it to 29 minutes, but end up somewhere in between?
19 plus 5.
Going on and on and on about our companion product idea.
Thank you.
We'll reel it in tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll roll it in 19 minutes more.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Well, who's
night.
closing us out? Anybody?
I think you are.
All right. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place, for more celebrations and shenanigans
Yes.
here at Redemption Press. Thank you, Dinah, again.
Thank you. Love you.
All right.